Hi, I'm Neelabh from India. I'm a traveler. I live in a city called Noida near Delhi, and I have traveled for over 35 countries by now. And mostly my travels have been in Europe. So these days I'm trying to travel more in the Middle East. So lately I've been to Turkey, Jordan, and this time I wanted to visit Iran. Now, Iran has been a nation which is very close to us, but yet has been so far because there has been a lack of information and communication between the nation and its people. What I learned so far is that we have many things which are shared common ground, because India and Iran have been neighbors for a long time. It's only after 1947 Pakistan was formed that India and Iran got disconnected. And I feel that it's important that our peoples travel to each other's country more often to discover that we have common roots. Many people, I don't know if Iran knows, that India's ancient name was Aryavarta, which means land of the Aryans, and Iran also means land of the Aryans. So we share a lot of common heritage which spans millenniums. Now, when I wanted to come to Iran, these were the reasons why which I wanted to come to Iran. And I want to explore the heritage, the Iranian heritage, and because I love to explore history, the culture, the food, stuff like that. And Iran always intrigued me, that why this country which is so near to us and I know so little about. And then I began to contemplate traveling to Iran. I met many people, Iranian people. I have friends in Iran, but there was this thing in India that don't go to Iran. There's a big problem. People actually in India have little idea about Iran. They sometimes confuse Iran with Iraq. Sometimes they confuse Iran with Saudi Arabia. They think the laws in Iran are very strict. You will not be able to travel. The authorities will trouble you. But so far I've seen that the Iranian people are really very hospitable people. And I come from a country where hospitality is considered to be like a religion. We are very warm people, loving and affectionate people, and I see Iranian people are no different from us. They have the same value systems, culture system. The only difference we have is in the language. Language is a big barrier between India and Iran. In India, English is one of the primary languages which everyone can speak. But in Iran, English is not that language. So the main problem comes is in the communication gap. If somehow in the near future communication gap is lessened, then I think there can be more integration between Indians and Iranians, because many even Iranian words are very common in our language, because Farsi was one of the inspiring languages for Urdu. Urdu is a very well-spoken language in India, and in Hindi we use many Urdu words too. So many words like tamam, like karkhane, like mushkil, these are in our every regular day words we use in India. So now when I wanted to travel to Iran, I came in touch with the Mahal agency. I came in touch with my friend Shakiba. She always said, you must come, you must come, you must come. And her insistence actually was one of the pivotal factors which brought me to Iran. I used to ask her endless questions, like what will happen, what will happen, what will happen, what will happen, and she patiently addressed all those questions one by one. And the biggest and the foremost question was how to get the visa. So what I believe is that earlier on, the visa to Iran was more simpler for Indians and for Iranians to India, but later on the system got a bit complicated. But at that time, awareness about travel to Iran was less in India. Now many Indian bloggers and travel bloggers have come to Iran, so they have shown that Iran is a very safe country for Indians to travel. And now many Indians slowly are coming to Iran, not just for religious reasons, but also for travel experience. Because Iran has so much to offer. It has such vast amount of historical and cultural heritage. It has beautiful landforms. It has ethnic diversity. One of the reasons why I am visiting Kurdistan is because there is a big section of Kurdish population living in Iran. So I am visiting that part also. And because of this richness of Iran, I think more people will travel in the future. So now after Isfahan, I shall be embarking to Yazd and eventually to Kerman. And Kerman is a desert province, and I had little idea about it, but thanks to my friend Shakiba, I have came to know about a lot about Kerman. And I shall be going on a tour of Kerman thanks to Shakiba. She planned a very good itinerary for us, and initially the price was not agreeable to me, but I asked to adjust the price to what I wanted, and she was very patient and very glad to have adjusted and accommodated without compromising on the quality of the trip. So I intend to visit Kerman very soon, and Shiraz also comes very highly recommended by her. So we will be exploring Shiraz as well. There are two ways to go about visa for Iran. Either we apply it by ourselves or we apply it through a travel agency. So I have applied by our travel agencies because I've heard from many people that the visa application initially gets rejected many times for reasons which are not disclosed to you. So sometimes some things are not in order. So opting for a travel agency is good because they do all the paperwork which are necessary for you application to pass through in the Iranian system. Once the visa application is approved, then you need to get it stamped. Now the problem is that on the stamping you have to pay another fees. Now this fees is not updated on the web systems. So it may show to you that if you want to get the fees stamped, the stamping fees in India, it will be like 30 euros, and at the airport Iran it will be like 60 euros, something like that. But it's not like that. When I went to the Iranian embassy in India, they asked for one working day, full working day, so I had to deposit my passport there, and they put a stamp on my visa application for a price of 100 euros. And for 100 euros, what happens is you cannot just directly go and pay to the embassy. The embassy has a bank account nearby. It's like 700 meters from the embassy. You have to go to that bank account. You have to, they will give you a slip. You have to deposit that money in that bank account, and that bank account will give an NOC that the payment has been received. Then you go with the payment receipt to the Iranian embassy, and then they take your passport and your paper visa for a day, and next day they give you issue another paper visa on which there is a stamp, there is an embossed stamp which says that this payment has been made and the visa has been approved. And then you take this visa along with you to your trip to Iran. So you have to just show that there will be no stamping of the passport, but yes, when you will leave Delhi, they will stamp on the passport only. When you leave Delhi, when you come to Delhi back again, they will again stamp on your passport, but people will not know that you have been to Iran. So that will be only in Iran. They don't stamp your passport at all. So this is one good thing, and this is what I experienced about the visa part. And I feel that in the future there could be some readjustment in the visa fees between the two countries, particularly if we want more people to come to each other's country.
Okay, thank you so much for sharing your information. I know that it will help lots of travelers.
Sure.
Bye-bye.
Bye.